Live from Tom Brady's least favorite NFL city, it is the Tailgate. Stoked to be joined on this Sunday morning once again by Henry Chisholm and Andre Simone. Boys, how you doing?
Great. Excellent, my friend. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. Fan-frickin-tastic. There's football today. I mean, can you complain?
There was football yesterday as well. It's a great time. It's a great time. Quest for 27 is on today, so.
Oh my God. Oh, so.
Don't want to sidetrack us.
Yeah, you've already done it. Are you hedging?
Never.
So
I'm a Kyle Freeland guy.
I am also a Kyle.
Tripling down is what I'm doing.
Oh boy. Well, all right. We're gonna talk about this off air.
Let's go.
I have the hedge. I've got the hedge calculator out. I'll just be honest.
Oh well.
All right. Let's hop into Light the Grill. You got to use some hot takes. You got to use some hot topics. Let's get that grill warm and get some meat on it. Andre, you've been teasing us with this hot take you have all morning. I'm scared.
I do have some concerns that we're all going to have the same hot take, so I'm glad I prepared the data. I'm glad I am here to break down some real NFL history for you. Week 3 is adjustment week, my friends. Week 3 last year saw 6 dogs win outright and 8 cover the spread. That wasn't without all the wacky COVID, no fans, and everything that's going on. So what shall happen today? 7 outright underdogs will win. That's 6 road dogs, and Vegas has yet to adjust their lines. We're going to be able to really profit off of that with no fans. In the modern NFL, we're giving 3 points to the home team just because they had to fly in a private jet? Please. If I was flying in a private jet, you'd have to give 3 points to my opponent because I'd be so jacked up. So that's Cincinnati plus 4.5. The Rams plus 2, Washington plus 7.5, Dallas plus 5, Minnesota plus 3, Houston plus 4, and Green Bay plus 3. These are all outright winners. This is upset week. This is the time where we stay put and all the corrections will come through. And this is the time where already Vegas has gone off their preseason predictions and started to bait you on what happened in the first 2 weeks. These first 2 weeks mean nothing. This is glorified preseason. Don't overreact. Stay true to your takes and get ready to profit big time off these underdogs. If you were to parlay all those, plus 100,000. If you were to parlay, that's the money lines. If you were to parlay just the spreads, that's still plus 9,000.
So those are your 7. That's not just all underdogs.
Those 7 are all underdogs.
What I'm saying is those you handpicked those 7.
Oh, I sure did. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's 7 random underdogs. I'm saying these specific underdogs.
So just so everyone's clear, Andre just took my take from last week and repurposed it for this week.
Wow, he kind of did.
And a reminder, last week, all favorites were on. So.
That's how hot my take was.
It was a scorcher, no doubt.
All right, Henry, what do you got for me?
My hot take is that Jeff Driscoll's going to be just fine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think at the end of the day,
I'm really upset right now.
we're all going to go home and we're going to think, this is going to be all right. I wish we had Drew Lock. You know, maybe Blake Bortles will be a step further in the right direction. But you know what? You can go out there and play football with Jeff Driscoll and give yourself a chance.
That was mine.
No way.
But I'll just one of you. Jeff Driscoll out-duels Tom Brady today.
Oh, my goodness. This isn't fair.
Yeah.
You just Price is right.
Price is right.
That's terrible.
The price is wrong, Henry. Yeah, Jeff Driscoll's going to out-duel Tom Brady today.
I think we've gone from hot takes to getting this show canceled straight up.
No.
Please continue.
I think he ends up with a better stat line than Tom Brady today. Tom Brady picks are going to spoil his stat line. Jeff Driscoll is going to manage the game, but he's also going to make a couple big throws downfield.
So do you think better completions percentage, Driscoll or Brady?
Passer rating? Fantasy
Driscoll,
points?
better completion percentage. Driscoll, more yards.
Yep.
Driscoll, better TD to INT.
Love it. Big time stuff.
Henry,
okay.
I'm gonna do this for you.
Okay.
You and me can just be together. All right. So we win or lose together.
Okay. That works for me because there's no way I was going to win that poll when you're coming in
Yeah,
here with
right.
But maybe that's the way it's supposed to be. I don't know.
So you'll take a shot with Henry this time if he loses?
Correct, but we're going to win. Sorry, Andre.
Your takes, both of your takes were so hot that I completely forgot what Andre's hot take was.
Seven specific
straight
upsets.
up underdogs this week. It's underdog week. That's so much hotter than just Driscoll's gonna play well. What?
No, I didn't say well. I said fine.
All right, Henry, you're out. It's me versus...
Henry's taking shots after and before every segment, regardless of the poll.
That's
I'm
what-
just
yeah.
telling you
Yeah,
guys
that's fair.
right now.
All right. The hot topic this week when it comes to the Broncos is, of course, that they're starting a backup quarterback. Also, that they brought in Blake Bortles, Blake ripping cigs and doing construction Bortles.
The greatest. The
Is-
GOAT.
How many weeks do you guys believe that the Broncos can survive without Drew Lock? And I mean by survive, I mean keep their head above water, so it's not that when Drew Lock comes back, it's a futile experiment. It's just, okay, let's see if Drew's ready. So to me, they have to not be like 4 games. I'll answer first.
Yes.
They can survive 3 games without Drew Lock.
They can manage to go 0-3 without Drew. Is what you're saying?
No. They have to go 1-2 in those 3 games. Basically, if you're 1-4, right? That's what they would be if they went 1-2 in the next 2. You aren't completely dead. You're basically dead, but you're not completely dead. I do not know. And here's the other thing: if Jeff Driscoll goes out there and plays well today, and the Broncos win that football game, then they've bought an extra week of time.
Yes.
It's kind of like I'm gonna trigger myself here, but it's kind of like when Nikola Jokic gets in foul trouble, and if the bench unit comes in and Mason Plumlee comes in and they're able to keep it within reaching distance, then you're just buying minutes and buying minutes and buying minutes.
Right.
So if they can steal one, the timeline gets longer, but I think they can go 1-2 over the next 3 weeks with Jeff Driscoll and still feel like they have a chance to reach their goals, especially with the extra playoff spot this year.
To me, I look more at the end of the season than this point in the season when I'm thinking about this, because I hate to say this, but the difference between Drew Lock and the backup right now isn't massive. There's a difference, but you watch Jeff Driscoll come in and you say, you know what? He missed a couple throws. Well, Drew's missed a couple throws too. It's not like there are worlds of difference. I think the biggest difference to me is how much time it's going to take Drew to get to the level that I think we expect him to get to this year. How many games does it take him to say, you know what? Now that we're in week 17, I have this many games under my belt, and I feel like I'm going out there, I'm hitting all the throws. And that's the bigger question to me, because right now the competitive difference, if I was setting the lines, it's worth 2-3 points to me.
That's a lot.
Is that a lot?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For a quarterback?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well maybe this take isn't out there. But I do think that they can go another 3 weeks, maybe
Okay.
4 weeks, but not much more than that.
Yeah, I think it's a 2-week minimum here.
Just need the
So
energy
you
he
think
brings.
it's 2, Dre?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you can go 1-1, and then you get 10 days,
Yep.
which is nice.
Yep.
You get 10 days before you take on the Patriots in New England, and you think Drew has to be ready for that game.
Pretty much. That's the issue is, the Jets are nice. You can handle the Jets with Driscoll. Tampa Bay, we'll see. They can maybe cover the spread, but it's going to be an uphill battle. You kind of need Drew back before you go to Foxborough.
The hot topic on the Broncos podcast this week has been the Jets game is like a massive teetering point for this season.
Yeah.
If you lose that football game, Drew Lock's still hurt, and you're assuming you also lost today. If you go 0-4 and you still don't have your quarterback, you're sinking ship. I mean, you're really starting to think like, do we sell at the trade deadline, like things
Yes.
like that.
Yes,
So
you do.
they've really got to either get one this week or next week. If you get one this week, now you've stolen one. Now, if you go get one next week, the whole thing's reset. You're back to 0-0.
Oh, no, it's crazy.
So
if you could win the next 2 without Drew, you're really like, it's as you were saying, you've managed a cushion. It's bringing in the bench unit and going on an 8-2 run.
Yep.
And I don't think that's too crazy either. I think that this today is a very winnable game, as crazy as it sounds going up against Tom Brady, but that team still is not totally put together. Like, they have a great defense, but they're relying on it. You know, last week with a strip sack that gets them in the red zone, just some fluky things like that. You know, they picked up like a big game. They scored a touchdown on a flea flicker. And it's those sorts of things that are kind of keeping them going, I think, until they really do start to mesh. I think the Broncos can go get them.
What's interesting is that when you're inside of a city, it feels way harder to pull off the upset than it does when someone in Illinois opens up their DraftKings sportsbook and looks down at it and they're like, Broncos money line. Doesn't seem like it's that crazy.
Yeah.
But when you're in here and all week long, everyone's, oh my God, Jeff Driscoll and all the injuries and all these things, it feels like the mountain is greater. But like, let's just open it up. Right. You look at like Washington football team taking on the Browns. They're bigger underdogs than the Broncos are against the Buccaneers today. Yeah. And I think they have a great chance of winning that football game.
For sure.
So it seems like a much larger hill to climb when you're inside the city. But, you know, I guarantee you, and well, I don't know. I don't know what sports talk radio is like in D.C. But I'm assuming they also think they're climbing this massive mountain, and everyone outside's like, 7 points? That seems like a lot. Right. You know, they have a great path. So I'm with Hank in the sense, any given Sunday.
That's
you need some bounces to go your way, of course, but that can happen for the Broncos today. And the narrative around this team will do a 180 because it will go from, oh, my God, they have to avoid 0-4 to, oh, my God, they have a chance to go 2-2. And then you've honestly bought 2 extra weeks for Drew, in my opinion, if you're 2-2.
Yeah.
So it's this is huge, and I'm actually with Henry that it's not as big of a mountain as a lot of people think it is.
I mean, it's football. Couple bounces, you know, couple turnovers, couple plays on special teams, block kick here.
Broken tackles.
Yeah, one broken tackle. A game could flip on so many different things. You're absolutely right. It's very much up for the taking, especially in an unpredictable season like this. But this is a big one, and next week, as Ryan was saying, is really kind of a watershed moment for the entire Broncos season. And maybe even the Vic Fangio
bigger than the
era,
season,
frankly. Yeah, truly. So,
all right, Henry, your time starts now.
Oh, no.
You have 10 minutes. I'm going to set this. You have 10 minutes to get a Tinder match to send you an NFL pick. If you get it, we got to take the pick. We got to put some money on it. If we don't get it, if you don't get it, you got to take a shot. So, ready, set, go. I hope you don't screw this up again.
Yeah, the tough part for me today is that I totally forgot to start my boost. So I know the show starts at 9:30, so at 9 a.m. I buy a Tinder boost so that my card goes to like the front of everything, so I get people who are online. I can get matches. I forgot until like 10 minutes ago, and
how much does this cost?
Yeah, like
it's like $5.
I don't know that we can even allow
about the same price.
This definitely seems like skirting the rules.
Does it? Then I've been skirting the rules.
We would protest
when it comes to
had
Tinder
not
for years.
Lost 2 weeks in a row, you know.
Yeah, I guess we'll
protest more.
We'll give
That
them a
is
chance
true.
here. Okay, so that leads us into our picks here, and it also leads us into the headline of the show, actually, which is about the trend that we're noticing in the NFL. Yes, Allie?
The poll is up, so people should go vote on who has the weakest hot take.
If it's not Henry, you will all suffer horrendous
Henry's on my coattails. That's my son right there.
That is true.
Jeff Driscoll's just fine. It's like, yeah, great.
Okay. So what I want to mention here, because it leads me into our betting picks and just my feelings on the NFL, is that I believe this year, and I don't know why, but I do believe this year pass rush has never been more important. When you're seeing teams like the Dolphins beat the Jaguars just handily, when you're seeing week 1 when the Steelers just absolutely sunned the Giants, when you're seeing what the Steelers did to the Broncos last week, there's a common theme in all of these games where it seems like one team is dominating, even though the Broncos game was actually pretty close. If you go read the timeline from that game, it seemed like the Steelers were dominating. Like, everyone felt like the Broncos didn't have a chance. The common theme there is pass rush. And not just like, we got to get after the passer, like in like the most basic cliche way.
Yeah.
No, it's teams going after the passer. and defensive coordinators that are sending blitzes and getting home, their teams are winning the game. Like, it's just happening straight up. So that's what I think the Broncos have to do this week. Vic Fangio, it's actually starting to get on my nerves. He rarely sends pressure. I think, is very staunch in his beliefs that they should be able to get pressure without blitzing, and it's simply not working at all.
Yeah.
And so I want to see the Broncos this week turn up the pressure. It's the only way to beat Tom Brady. Go back, watch the 2015 AFC Championship game. The Broncos treated Tom Brady like a rag doll.
Yeah.
And even then, it was still a close game. But that's how you beat Tom Brady. That's how you would have been able to beat Ben Roethlisberger last week. But you tried to stay back. It's not going to work. So the Broncos have to get after it today. I'm very much set in stone in that belief. If they don't blitz, they will lose.
Yeah. I mean, with the cards they have right now, if you're not manufacturing pressure, you're in big trouble, and it's going to be key, especially for that front three, against Brady, to get that pressure up the middle, especially.
Okay, so that leads us. Oh, yes.
Bronco Tiz tweeted at us that he will match Henry shot for shot today.
Oh, let's go, Tiz.
So if you guys want to do that from home, definitely send us a tweet or anything like that, and we'll put it up on the screen. And
send us a video of you ripping one.
And we'll just have everyone getting drunk before NFL Sunday.
It's perfect.
It's the only way. It's chilly out there. Everyone could use a little, whiskey blanket, maybe a tequila blanket.
It smells like literal you-know-what, So
See the trees blowing like that? That's Greeley blowing right in.
Yeah. I figured that was the Buccaneers, they're in town,
Oh, with the waving flag.
Yeah.
It's all ripped and stuff. Okay, lock, prop, upset. That's how we start our picks here, and I'm going to start with Andre. Andre, give me your lock, prop, and upset.
Yeah, my lock is the New England Patriots to win by 5.5.
Did you hit your lock last week? No, is that the Chiefs? Did we all take the Chiefs?
No, I didn't take the Chiefs. I did hit my lock. I forget who it was,
okay.
But it hit.
Then you can
my
trust
upset didn't go through. But yeah, no, my Patriots, I'm a big believer. You saw Belichick. He looks terrible because he's just been torn apart by what was actually a very nice performance by the Patriots in Seattle. That offense is coming along much further than we thought. The Raiders' offense is too based around two guys, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, tight end, running back. Both aren't 100%, and if there's a coach who knows how to stop those options over the middle of the field, it's Bill Belichick. I like them to win by a touchdown or more.
All right. Count me in on that.
Yeah. My prop, it's not enough to just take Phil Rivers again to throw an interception, something he's doing, over 60% of the time. I'm also taking Tom Brady to throw an interception. Look, the Colts are facing off against the Jets. Very good safety there in Marcus May, and Phil Rivers just doesn't have the arm to push it outside the number, so he's forced to go over the middle. May is good for at least an interception. The Broncos might have some limitations at quarterback. Very good safeties over the middle. Tom Brady, again, limited arm strength will get caught. I'm parlaying that together, so my prop is two props parlayed together, plus 411 for Brady and Rivers to throw an interception. And my upset is the L.A. Rams. Honestly, they shouldn't be at plus money here.
We're riding on a farce here. I'm just saying, the Rams 2 weeks in a row have been underdogs when they had no business being that. But no, I'm not.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Make your money.
And Josh Allen, come on, guys. Let's not overreact too much to Josh Allen. He's going to have Aaron Donald pressuring up the middle all game. And the Rams' offense has looked very, very good. Their offensive line is playing at a whole other level than they were last year. I love that. I'm getting plus money on them. All
right. I'll go next. I need the graphic because I don't remember what I had for breakfast or anything like that. There we go. Lock of the week. First of all, I'm already on record saying I hate this slate. It.
Agreed.
This is great news, you guys.
Yeah,
Ryan hating this slate means we're going to make so much money. I probably will quit my job and you won't see me here next week. So.
Wait, no.
Sorry, guys. If I make $1 million on these parlays,
Dude.
I mean, at least
I thought you were in this for the love of the game.
I'm going to the Bahamas. I'm sorry.
Okay,
no,
whatever.
I'm moving.
The lock of the week, Cardinals minus 5.5.
I probably would.
That team is absolutely humming right now. And 5 points, I don't care who they're playing. I'm taking it. The prop, Carson Wentz over 269 nice, 0.5 passing yards.
Hey-o.
They're going to have to throw the ball. They're in trouble over there in Philadelphia.
Oh, you're selling me on it.
And the biggest get-right team in the NFL right now is the Bengals. If your quarterback is struggling, play the Bengals.
It's true.
And he's going to have a good day. So
It's true.
Bad pass rush, bad secondary. Carson Wentz goes off for over 300 in my opinion, but 269.5 is all you need. And my upset, which goes into my big theory of the week, which is that teams with pass rush and that are willing to go after the passer are going to win football games. I picked against this on DNVR Bets Daily. Then I had a come-to-Jesus moment on Friday night / Saturday morning, and I realized that they're going to be able to get after Baker Mayfield, and once you start doing that, the Browns are in big trouble. So I got Washington football team beating the Browns thanks to their pass rush.
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Henry. First of all, do we have an update? Have you even gotten a response yet?
I have not gotten a response.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's looking kind of gross, but we still have what? A minute?
1 minute and 26 seconds. So perfectly at the end of whenever you give us your lock, prop, and upset, something better changed for you.
Something better change. My lock, like Ryan's, Cardinals -5.5. I actually do care who they play, but they play the Lions. They're going to win the game. Me and Dre were talking about it earlier, and Dre made some good points. They can cover. They're going to go out there. They're going to put up numbers, but I'm still confident. You know, Arizona just has such an explosive offense. I'm not betting against that, and 5.5 points doesn't scare me away. With the prop, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, under the rushing receiving yards, 90.5. It's a long ways away. But the reason is they're going up against the Ravens. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is coming off a tough game. And also, I really wanted to finally bet the under on a prop, which I don't think I've ever done before.
Oh, wow.
So I was specifically searching for one, and this is what I came up with. There just aren't that many yards for them, especially when they're going to have easier options, I think. You know, they're going to Tyreek Hill. They're going to Travis Kelce. I want to keep talking longer so that I have more time for somebody to message me. But we can move on to the upset. Green Bay Packers, they shouldn't be underdogs, in my opinion. You look at the quarterbacks for these two teams, and Aaron Rodgers is head and shoulders better than Drew Brees. And then all the way down the list, I think position by position, I just think that the Packers are so much better than they're still getting credit for. And this might be the last time you get to pick them as an upset, so do it.
Yeah, and Breeze without Michael Thomas, we saw what kind of problems those were. Also, this seems like a classic game where Vegas is still going off a 3-point spread in favor of the Packers.
Yep.
But they're playing in an empty arena. I really don't think that matters. In a neutral site, I think this would be flipped, and that's essentially how this game's being played. So do you like the money line or the points here with the Packers?
I'm going money line.
Plus 150, beautiful.
Henry's seeing ghosts right now, like looking over his shoulder to see if someone's bringing
I
him
know.
a shot.
It's terrifying. Here it comes.
Henry, I'm going to give you an extra few seconds here. Read us the message that you sent out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Lay it on us.
So you guys remember the first message, the one I used for weeks 1 and 2?
Yep, the worst. At least you got a couple responses.
Oh no,
right?
it did well in terms of getting response.
Yeah.
It didn't do well in terms of like
All right.
making sense in terms of them making a pick in time.
Let's see it.
I made a small tweak. I said, hey, this is a kind of a weird thing, but I would really, really appreciate it if you could. Oh, I didn't copy and paste the edited one. I was going to say pick the Bronco game, or tell me who's going to win the Bronco game, but so this is a double loss.
So wait, is it the same thing?
It's the exact same thing. 3 weeks in a row hasn't worked.
You asked like for a random.
Yeah, I can finish this off for people who haven't seen. I really appreciate it if you could help me pick one of the football games this morning. I was going to tweak that. One of the messages was, could you tell me if the Broncos are going to win today? That's a huge shot.
I think we need to rename this segment to Help the Simp.
Wow, help the simp.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Or
That's
like,
harsh.
Henry, that's like,
These Tinder's messages you're sending.
I mean,
they need work.
All right, Henry, the time's up.
Tiz better have one
Savage.
Yeah,
that big.
cheers, your boy.
So
Look at this,
No
Tiz.
salt, no lime.
No, it's all right. I don't salt lime. Also, I got roasted for making faces last week,
What
so
are
we're
we
not doing
doing
that this time.
right now?
Oh boy, this hurts me.
I see. I can't be around this smell this early in the morning. Yikes.
How you doing, Hank?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, look at him hold it in.
The tears.
The pain.
No, there are no tears. We're doing great.
Oh my God, that's good stuff. All right. While Henry digests the shot, we're going to take some questions from the listeners, a little lightning round. So if you have any questions for us, wow, that's good.
That is good.
Holy cow.
That's what Henry's eyes are going to look like in just about 25 minutes here. If you have any questions for us, if you have, bets questions, if you have questions about the Broncos, if you have questions about why Tom Brady can't win in Denver, if you have questions about fantasy, we'll get to them in the next segment. So make sure to send us in your questions, and we will get to them ASAP. Allie, have we had any that have already come in?
If we don't, this segment is...
We did have someone say that they already did a parlay with those 7 games that Andre spoke
There you
of
go.
earlier, and he said, or they said, "I'm getting rich today, baby." Are we? Are you really
that's,
sure about that?
That's $1 to win 1,000. So even if you lose, I don't feel bad at all.
Why would we not go round robin on this?
You would.
Okay.
You would put a sprinkle on the plus 100,000 odds. You would then round robin parlay.
If
and
you
I
round
would
robin
also,
it, you don't need the
I would
regular
also
parlay.
the spreads.
I mean, when I do the
what
round
if
robin, I
would-
sprinkle
But
the
if I go
parlay.
7 for 7, you'd like to have that parlay
Exactly.
in place and make
The
that.
parlay would already hit. You would have
Oh,
a
that's
7-game
true.
parlay in your round robin.
Okay. Anyways,
true. I
we
double
have
bake it in.
Austin asking, "Morning, fellas. What's a good 3 parlay for the games today? Money
parlay.
line, over, under, and spread? Question mark.
Wait, a good 3-way parlay for the games today: money line, over, under, and spread.
Yes, exactly what I just said.
I know. I'm just thinking.
But it's question mark. So, I mean, yeah, you could do that. I would just parlay these money lines for the upsets I like. I especially like the
Yeah.
Rams plus 106. I especially like the Cowboys plus 205 and the Packers plus 143.
I'm kind of in on the Bears, too. I'll throw that out there. They're still underrated. Falcons, a little overrated without Julio.
Not one of my 7.
We talked about that.
Yep.
I like the Eagles to cover the spread. I like the Patriots to cover the spread, and the Rams straight up. That would be mine.
There you go. There's 3-way parlay options for you. Pretty good.
We've got
Julio's
James.
moved the line by 0.5 points. Just FYI.
James here is saying Henry's going to be a tequila professional by week 16.
Yeah.
He does mix tequila and being a professional pretty well. I got
Oh, that is true.
I got to give it to him on that.
And then Nicholas Geyer, hey, what's up?
Oh, yeah.
We are going to answer fantasy questions in the next segment, so I'll definitely have those guys answer that question. But anyone else have any questions? James said I have a 3 round parlay with Texans plus 4, Cowboys plus 5, Packers plus 3, Rams plus 1, Redskins plus 7.
That is not a threes, a round robin of threes.
Sorry, my apologies.
Yeah, just
S-
read
still
what the
learning
comment
the bet.
says.
I thought that was a typo.
This is a good one, James. James doing good work here.
That
Yeah,
is a very
so
good one.
basically what he's doing here is any combination of 3 he has all possible combinations of 3 with those teams involved,
Yes, right.
which I like.
Very
Which I
good.
like.
I love it.
Sorry, just trying to help you
No,
out.
no, no.
Understand,
This is great. This is great. I do forget that one of our co-hosts is drunk with us on air. So
I'm not
it's
drunk.
important to
It's
remind
barely
us of
even
that.
hit me yet.
Oh boy.
I've got another 10 good minutes on this show.
Here comes the drunken nonsense already, I say.
Yeah, probably.
We've got our friend Nighthawk here saying, what do the Texans need to do differently than the Broncos to beat the Steelers?
something the Texans are not very capable of, which is protect the passer.
Protect the
Yeah.
passer. Deshaun needs to get it out quick. Driscoll held on to the ball too much.
There's no amount of quick he can get it out to be fine against this pass rush.
No, it's called a hot read. You read the blitz and you get it out to the hot route. It's actually the exact counter that all NFL teams have for a blitz.
Yeah, and how is that working for teams against the Steelers?
I mean, like Daniel Jones, Driscoll didn't do the job. I swear Deshaun Watson will do a better job.
You just need to have a chance late.
I wanted so badly to pick the Texans as an upset. In fact, I actually did on DNVR Bets Daily. Now I'm taking my word back.
He's the what? Oh, no.
I don't think they're going to win. You have
no.
to protect the passer to beat the Steelers, and they have no shot at doing that. I hope I'm wrong because I like the Texans. I like Deshaun. Deshaun's my fantasy quarterback. and my quarterback in Madden.
I don't like when I leave you unsupervised Saturdays and you change your mind on all these
I know. My heart really flipped.
Very bad.
So
Very
I just
bad.
can't pick against teams that can't protect. I can't pick teams that can't protect the passer against teams that want blitz.
Yeah,
I'm still not buying into the Steelers' offense, though. That's the one thing is like, with all this going on, can the Texans still put up 17 points? And if they can, I think they have a good chance of winning.
No.
Oh,
17 is not enough. 17 is not good.
The Steelers, though.
All right, next question. How much damage does Shaq Barrett do to us today?
So on the DNVR Broncos podcast, we set the line at over under 1.5 sacks. He's going to be lining up against Elijah Wilkinson.
Oh, so over.
I took the over.
I mean, there are some counters the Broncos could implement. Going up early would also be huge in countering Shaq. But yeah, this could set up for a very big day for Shaq Barrett.
The biggest part of this is it's a mix for me. It's Elijah Wilkinson, and then also last week you saw Jeff Driscoll doesn't do a great job of feeling the pressure. And although he has great feet and he can escape pressure, he just doesn't seem to have a feel for where it's coming from and where to go when it comes. Like, he just had to make one guy miss on that 4th down play, and the whole play opens up, but he just froze like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah. And I mean, I think the Texans could also just be doing more of the RPOs, more read options, that type of stuff that the Broncos should have done with Driscoll. Like you need to find a way to just isolate a defender and take him out of the play, and that's how you do it. Is say, like, if he goes with the running back, then I'm taking the ball. If he goes with me, I give the running back the ball. And it's just like that sort of stuff that every football team does that for some reason the Broncos refused to do last week is very important to beating a team like the Steelers.
Yeah, you'd think watching teams do this to them and Von Miller year after year after year and week after week, slipping tight ends and putting extra blockers and running screens to his side and play action and RPOs, that the Broncos would pick up on that and maybe do that against guys like TJ Watt and Shaq Barrett. They didn't do a great job against Watt. We will see against Shaq Barrett this week. We'll talk about that more in our final segment in the key matchups as well.
All right, not a question, but final comment. Dylan is saying, sorry for giving you crap about your shot face, Hank. It is majestic.
Yeah.
Keep taking monster shots however you do.
Shooters keep shooting, baby.
I got him inside me. That's what matters.
I mean,
like everybody
truly.
wants to talk about the form and like the
At
faces I make. The
9:55
alcohol
on a
got inside. I
Sunday?
won.
Yeah.
I got him inside me. That's what she said. Okay. Let's move on here. Shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook.
Got 10:03.
Head over to DraftKings Sportsbook now. You can get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000. Look, what we do around here is we come, we hang out, and we just peruse DraftKings Sportsbook and talk about bets. Like, it's the lifestyle now of hanging out at the DNVR bar.
Yeah,
and you can be a part of that too if you head over to DraftKings. It's a top-rated sportsbook, and every week they're coming with some awesome promos. For this week, if you're a new user, you can pick any team. And if you're right about them winning, you can bet $1 to win $100.
Come on.
It's an insane promo. They're just going to give you a free $100 if you can just pick one team to win. The only thing that sucks this week is I don't think there's that many automatic picks. Don't know if there's that many automatic picks out there this week. But all you got to do is get one team right to win $100. Then you got the 20% profit boost on every single game for existing users. It's just unbelievable. Head over to DraftKings Sportsbook. Use the code DNVR. Get that sign-up bonus up to $1,000 and all the other promos that they have going. Of course, you must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. Guys, I actually, you're going to talk, you guys are the fantasy experts here. I got to make sure I get on DraftKings and have all of my picks locked in.
Yeah.
Jacob here asked us a question, and he got it right before we stopped.
the
So I
buzzer.
do want to have you guys address that. He said, I've got Falcons minus 3.5 and Bucks minus 5.5 and a 2-leg parlay and a 3-leg parlay of Niners minus 3.5, Titans minus 3, and Rams plus 1. What do you think?
Little emotional hedge here against the Broncos. I don't think the Buccaneers are covering today, so that's my thoughts on that. Niners, Titans, Rams.
Niners and Titans really scare me. Niners especially because everyone's injured. I don't know.
I like that one. I believe in the Titans.
That's a toughie.
I didn't before, but now I do.
I stayed away from the Niners. I just don't know what to expect. I don't really like it. The Titans, I wanted to pick a side. I couldn't pick a side, but I really like the Rams. So
I would also buy a half point on the Falcons. Don't love that 3.5. Would love 3 more.
I think the Bears are pulling the upset.
Just throwing that out there. So Jacob, tread lightly, please. Of course, he's the only one who will win his parlay today.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes.
When we.
So, congrats to you. We salute you, Jacob.
All right. Let's now hop into fantasy. But first, we have a message from a friend, an old friend.
Oh, I know this one.
Oldest.
Eventually,
Yes.
at some point,
Yes.
we do have a message from an old friend.
Yeah.
I've been told.
Those are.
This is bad. This is very bad. Who the let you in? Lock the door right away. We've cracked our biggest case yet. So, all the injuries in the NFL, right? What's happening? All the most creative, best players are out injured. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Will Fuller. No, Will Fuller's always injured. Wait. There's something more. Then we started searching. Our scientists told me there's something more. Look at the names. DJ Chark, he was out this week. A.J. Brown confirmed out. A.J. Bouye here in Denver. KJ Hamler doesn't play week 1. What about J.K. Dobbins? He can't see the field in Baltimore. Same thing's happening to A.J. Dillon in Green Bay. And J.D. McKissick in Washington. What's happening? C.J. Anderson can't find a job in the NFL in his early 30s. And then I realized it all comes down to the GOAT. The GOAT, injured 2-letter first name person, J.J. Watt, maybe the greatest defender in NFL history who barely ever played. J.J., T.J. J.J. and T.J., Derek likes meatball subs. Who wrote that here? No. That doesn't make sense. DK Metcalf. DK and T.J. are the 2 exceptions. And there's all a connection. DK used to play with A.J. Brown in college. DK was the injured one, now AJ's the injured one. TJ is the younger brother of the GOAT injured guy, JJ Watt. He's now healthy and a stud. Will he stay healthy? I don't think so. AJ Hayfley's no longer doing DNVR NFL Draft Podcast at DNVR. Wait a second. You're DNVR. What's this notification? PJ Locke's been activated to the 53-man rock. Someone get PJ Locke on the phone. Get him on the phone right now. Chiamatelo subito. PJ Locke non è sano. Non può.
Oh my God!
Wow.
He is incredible. The math magician never misses. Undefeated 3 weeks in a row.
He knows his stuff. Have we checked in on PJ Locke, though?
Yeah, I'm concerned for PJ Locke. I'm concerned that we're involved in this wide conspiracy.
This RK cat,
Right,
am I in
would
trouble?
RK
Oh, wow. RK.
Yeah, right.
Oh, no.
Right, yeah. Does this extend to TB12? Who's to say? So.
All right, we got our fantasy expert producer over here, Guy Casavan, on the show to talk a little fantasy. I'll have a few questions for you guys as well, but I'll let you guys lead with whatever you'd like.
Does this mean it's time to crack one open?
I think it is.
I believe it does. Yes.
Crack it, baby.
Yep. Booyah. Yeah. So fantasy, lots of injuries to adjust for. Basically, a running back and wide receiver crisis going on in fantasy this week. So I think these start sits are as important as any we've had thus far. Guy, do you want to start us off? Who do you like this week? Who are your must starts?
I'll start with Anthony Miller. Hank touched earlier on the Bears and Falcons matchup that's going on. I've talked ad nauseum about how much I like basically anyone in the Falcons passing game, just because of the way they air it out in their high-scoring games. I think they're going to take the Bears along for the ride today. I see that being a lot of opportunity for fantasy points there. Anthony Miller is going up against Darqueze Dennard on the Falcons, and he has just been abysmal this season. So in a high-scoring game, I see it as a very favorable matchup and a lot of opportunity going on there. Anthony Miller for me.
Injuries in the Falcons secondary make that much more appealing,
Yes,
especially
sir.
with Michael Thomas confirmed out, Devontae Adams probably still playing, but on the fence. Julio out. You're going to need some options like Ant Miller to start in there. I went with the running backs. I think just a couple weeks ago, both Josh Kelly and Jerick McKinnon were not even rosterable in a lot of fantasy leagues. Now with all the injuries to guys like C-Mac and Saquon Barkley and so on and so forth, I think you really want Josh Kelly, who's been getting 20-plus touches a game for the Chargers and kind of replacing Melvin Gordon in that offense. And then Jerick McKinnon, now the bell cow in San Francisco for that dynamic running offense, replacing Mostert and Tevin Coleman, who are out. I think both of those guys are must-starts, either as your RB2 or your flex. Hank, who do you have this week? Who's got your attention?
Well, I had Jerick McKinnon just like you did for the same reason. He's the bell cow. He's the guy who can break off big plays. I actually had Josh Kelly as my fourth, and as I was cutting down my list of starts, he was the last to go.
Yep.
But I'm right there with you on Josh Kelly. I went with Devin Singletary over him. Zach Moss is hurt. He's getting all of the carries for Buffalo this week. And I think that you just have to like that opportunity for him. If you have him on your team, start him. Cam Newton coming off the best game of
feels like
a
a
long time.
Yeah.
Like that was MVP Cam that we saw last week. Threw up 400 passing yards?
334, I believe.
334.
Outstanding.
All I know is it was more than Russell Wilson, which means I lost my prop from the show last week. But if you have him at this point, you probably know to start him. Just in case you don't, you start him until he fails you.
Yeah, I like Cam a lot. I'm maybe more on the fence on Devin Singletary, but without Zach Moss, I like that. You've been on this all along, Guy. You really like Kareem Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
No
I
surprises
put him
there.
on here purely because I think he's going to outscore Nick Chubb this week. I know we have a season-long bet on this, but I really just want to hammer this one. It's a tough front seven that they're going up against on the Washington football team, who I wish to God that they would just choose a name already. But I do see
go, baby. Great
Kareem
take.
Hunt having a good week this week despite Nick Chubb struggling, and that's against a somewhat scary defense there. So I know that you mentioned that you would start the Washington football team defense this week as well, the DST there. So, but I do think Kareem Hunt defies those expectations and has a good week. So
The WFT DST.
yeah, that's the one.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
And then we closed it out with two wide receivers. You like Tyler Boyd, who's been the main guy in Cincinnati, and A.J. Green banged up. So I think that's kind of been a theme for us, is sticking with guys that have a bit more of the touches guaranteed to them. And I'm going counter tendency here with the rookie CeeDee Lamb, my favorite rookie wide receiver in that draft class. He's been on a tear for the Dallas Cowboys. I think he's starting to slowly take over as the number one target for Dak Prescott. That defense for the Cowboys, not at the level they need to be. Those have been high-scoring games. I really like Lamb as another borderline starter in that flex or replacement for your wide receivers.
Tyler Boyd, I mean, you say that A.J. Green is injured. I mean, it's kind of a when is he not sort of thing, so it's like a varying degrees on that sliding scale sort of thing. But Tyler Boyd in particular is going up against Nickel Roby Coleman, who has not defended a single pass this year. So he's a guy that can be feasted on for sure. And all of the passes he's allowed this year have come in the slot, which is where Tyler Boyd really, that's where he lives and where Joe Burrow really makes his living as well. So even without, A.J. Green having his usual injury struggles, I see that being a very favorable matchup.
Totally. Yeah, the issues in that secondary for Philadelphia, you're quick to feast on those. I think that's a smart strategy.
Yep.
Hank, both of us do not like Drew Brees this week going against that Packers defense that's played very well. For me, aside from the Packers defense, the real changing point was Michael Thomas's injury. Without Thomas, I'm just not buying Brees. Hopefully you have a decent enough backup.
Short routes. That's what Drew Brees is all about. He can't throw the ball downfield. Michael Thomas, better than anybody, running slants, running those underneath routes, getting open enough that they can get him the ball. And without him, Drew Brees, he isn't useless, but fantasy-wise, I mean, he's useless.
Yeah, he's not the same Drew Brees. Guy, you have nothing but running backs on your sit list.
Yeah, I know. I
One
looked
is
at
a
it and it
new
was
addition.
tough, but
Yeah, no, I hear you. One is a new addition, Devontae Freeman. If you are a fantasy owner, you were smart to sign him to your waiver wire. Too early to start him, though.
I was going to say, I mean, sure, you want to take the guy that's going to get most of the carries in a backfield, but at the same time, like Devontae Freeman, coming in fresh off of no offseason or anything and just trying to find a fit on a brand new team and a bad one at that, and in a game when I don't think the game script is really going to favor them. So, yeah, if you think you're getting frisky by starting Devontae Freeman this week, I would highly advise against that. So.
Yeah, maybe too cute for your own good.
This isn't like the most highbrow of takes here. I just want to make sure that the people know if you think you're gonna find some like marketing consistency here, just stay away. So
yeah. Hank, David Johnson. Is this a back to the well, or you lost the bet on David Johnson last week, and now you're countering? I can't even keep up with all our fantasy
Doubling
bets
down.
anymore.
Everything I've ever said about David Johnson has been wrong. I want to start there. I flipped
So
my
start
take.
David
I was
Johnson.
wrong again. I'm not going to go that far. He's going up against the Steelers. And my thing is, first of all, it's a Steelers defense. You don't want to run against that. Obviously, that's a tough matchup.
Yep.
But then on top of that, if you were to pick somebody who you want to go up against a defense like that, you don't want somebody who's a dancer, somebody who's bouncing around the backfield. I want somebody with straight lines. Jerick McKinnon, for example, would be somebody who I'd be like, maybe I could talk myself into it. Maybe he can break one long run and make the whole day worth it just because that defense is so aggressive. David Johnson isn't somebody who can take advantage of the defense's aggression. And, yes. But, but yeah, I think that, like,
You have a
he's just
friend in
not a
Hank.
good pick this week because he's not going to pick up any yards.
There
down
you
to
go. It might seem counter tendency because I do have the Rams as an upset, but I do think Robert Woods as a fantasy starter is going to be disappointing today. He's going against Tre'Davious White. I think that'll be the matchup for the Bills. I just see Cooper Kupp in the slot, Tyler Higbee, who lit it up last week, and even their running game having big days, but not so much Robert Woods. So that's my stay away guy. Todd Gurley, Antonio Gibson.
Yeah.
Gurley, I'm a bit surprised by because the Falcons have been in these high-scoring games. So what's turned you off?
Yeah, I
for
mean,
him?
what has made those games high-scoring, though, has been their passing offenses, and this obviously is, I think that with Russell Gage seeing such a high target volume, Julio Jones is out, but Calvin Ridley obviously has seen a lot of success. I just think that, Todd Gurley, he doesn't look as good as he did before. He has only seen 2 receptions for 1 yard on the season so far, so he's really dependent on game scripts. And, like I said, if it starts to get out of hand, which it almost always does for the Falcons with their terrible defense, then Todd Gurley's kind of he gets scripted out of the game.
Right.
So,
yeah.
yeah, I have him off there.
And Antonio Gibson, you're thinking there because I almost called them their former name, but they are the Washington football team. I like the upset there. You are not a fan of the rookie running back, a guy I'm not a fan of, Hunter Henry. Hunter Henry, tight end for the Chargers, had a hot start to the season. He goes against the Panthers, who are very good in limiting the Buccaneers tight ends to start the year, and Darren Waller. I think they'll do that again with Hunter Henry. Also, I just don't like Justin Herbert to thread the needle over the seam. So I'd say stay away from the Chargers tight end. Hopefully you have options like Noah Fant, Jonnu Smith, some of the guys that we've featured on the fantasy podcast. Henry, you don't like Robbie Anderson, the feast or famine.
I don't. And again, like I was talking about how Josh Kelly just about made my start list. Hunter Henry just about made my sit list. Same thing with Justin Herbert because I thought people would be tempted. I love that pick right. But Robbie Anderson, again, going up against the Chargers defense, that Chargers secondary, don't mess with it. If you have another option, just don't take that chance. You never know when they're going to have a down day, when the matchup just works out for the receiver. But when you see a secondary like this, it's not worth taking those chances if you have a better option. I just don't see it working, especially for a guy who he's a deep threat, and they're going to be able to stay on top of him.
And, Guy, I want to hear about Antonio Gibson, why you don't like him, as we start to fire up your questions. I know we've got a bunch for
I
people
called dibs
asking about fantasy.
on first question.
All right, let's go.
All right. So Antonio Gibson, his snap share is increasing, but the Browns defense is allowing the 7th fewest fantasy points per game to running backs, and that's against teams like the Ravens and the Bengals, who obviously the Ravens have Lamar Jackson and co. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Joe Mixon on the Bengals. Yeah. That one sort of turned into an air shootout, but they're still really stout against the run. And we haven't really seen Antonio Gibson be used in the passing game basically at all yet. So eventually you think that they're going to because they said they would and because he played that role in college. But we haven't seen it yet, so I'm staying away until I see it, until I see them actually utilize that. I don't want to make that jump. So Yeah, and then I think
Same
they're
page right
without their best O-lineman and Brandon Scherf as well. So the Washington football team is. So all those factors combined, I don't like the matchup for Antonio Gibson.
Fantasy style lightning round right now. Got a ton of questions. Let's fire them up. There he is. How are you feeling, Hank?
About like how that picture looks.
So is that you during your Bowie phase?
Like
I think that's me
Bronco
about right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I go
One
first.
and the same.
Sorry, people. I've got two. Now, this is a pretty deep dynasty league, and I've been ravished by injuries, so things are a little tough out here. First one, though, is about defenses. I've got three. Got 49ers, Vikings, or Broncos defense.
What?
No, wait, sorry. 49ers, Titans, or Broncos.
We gotta go back to the start of that. Why the hell do you have three defenses?
Yeah, I like that.
Because we have
Thank you.
we have 25 roster spots, and I was just hoarding who I thought was the good defenses, so other teams couldn't get them.
Well, I can tell you, the Vikings, I'm instantly out on.
No, not Vikings. They're playing the Vikings.
Oh.
Titans, Broncos, or 49ers.
I think you got to
I'm
go
going
49ers.
Titans.
I think so. Yeah. I mean, Broncos are almost tempting, but they haven't had the sacks. They haven't had the interceptions. Like, they just don't have the upside, even though I do think there's a good chance that they can hold down that offense. 49ers. It's the 49ers.
Tennessee, though,
I wanna go
against the
Titans.
Vikings,
Thank
they haven't
you.
done anything.
The Vikings, for me, have been an instant play against team this season.
Already?
Yeah.
I'm
I
still just a little bit
want to
scared.
play anyone against them. At
The
this point.
talent still scares me
Yeah.
away with Thielen and with Cook.
Yeah.
And like Kirk Cousins, we've seen what he can do.
But with Derrick Henry to help control the game for the Titans as well, keep things in
It's
control
true.
for the Titans, keep it low scoring.
I'd rather the Niners against the Giants.
Okay.
With
It's
no
the Giants.
Saquon?
It's the Giants.
No Saquon?
Yeah.
I'm going with
can feast.
the
Okay, what's your
the
second?
majority here.
Three
All right, my
good
second
options, though.
question. All right, this is my final flex spot. We have a lot of them. And I have no options here.
Oof.
So you got Scotty Miller,
Uh-huh. Who's that?
Andy Isabella, or OJ Howard.
Scotty Miller.
Gotta go OJ. Gotta go OJ.
OJ's been the
I think
receiving tight
Scotty's
end.
not gonna be healthy today. That's my concern.
He's not even listed on the injury report.
I was going to say, I did not see that. Are you sure?
Dre knows some things.
Dude,
What?
against the Broncos, I like OJ better than Scotty anyways.
I mean, it's
with,
a tight end to
with
get linebacker
Godwin
coverage,
back,
yeah.
with Evans back, I think he can get you a touchdown, and that's what's going to make the difference.
Yeah, I hate to say it though. I do like Andy Isabella. I do think that that's going to be a shootout. But what is he their fourth receiver?
Yeah. The only thing I was thinking with Isabella is they do have good coverage out there, so maybe they are going to have to go down the list of targets.
It's possible.
Isabella, none of those guys but Hopkins have been getting the touches.
I know.
Does seem like Miller's going to play. I really think it's going to come down to a touchdown with these guys.
Yep,
Because it's
and I think
mostly
it's
going to
gonna
be
be
Mike
Howard.
Evans and Godwin. So
All right, I'm going Howard. All right, let the people speak.
please, peeps.
Oh, yeah. Would you rather start Diggs or Hunt? Oh, boy. I don't think I need to answer that, do I? You already know my love for Hunt. You too.
See,
But over Diggs against the Rams?
Yeah.
and that's what's so tough because Josh Allen finally has an arm. Like for the first time in his career, it isn't just like can he do enough with his legs to be able to win them games.
I'd go Diggs. I'd go Diggs.
I'll go
You
I'll
wanna
go
put
Hunt.
Washington
I'll go Hunt.
football team
Next,
scares
yeah.
me. Yep.
This is not lightning enough.
Okay, Lightning.
Lightning enough.
Random fantasy question: Michael Gallup versus Seattle or Mike Williams versus Carolina?
Gallup.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
go Gallup on
Gallup.
this one as well. He's
Gallup.
going up against Quentin Dunbar, who's allowed the second most total yards among all corners.
Sounds nice.
And yeah, I see this as another high-scoring game. After we watched the Patriots and the Seahawks
Williams
last
is just too unpredictable against Carolina with a new quarterback. Just stay away. Go Gallup.
This is some pretty slow lightning. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Okay,
true.
there we go.
week. Tyler Boyd next.
With Julio
Yeah.
out, I
Tyler
go
Boyd.
John
Brown.
I'll go Tyler Boyd.
And I just put Tyler Boyd on my love.
John Brown's been
Yeah,
putting up
it's-
numbers for me though.
It's Boyd.
It's Boyd though.
Yeah, I like the Rams. So. Then Kenneth Booker, hit the thumbs up, everyone. Booyah, thumbs up.
Matt
That's for
Ryan
you
or
guys
Big Ben.
listening.
That's
Matt
from YouTube.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
Matt,
Matt
Ryan
Ryan on this
all
one.
the way,
Yep.
all the way.
Go.
Chris Carson or C.H. Sanders
Carson.
scoring.
CH. What are you talking about?
I
It's
like
Monday
Carson.
night prime time. It's Chiefs versus Ravens. I think
Ravens,
it has the
great
highest.
run defense.
Ravens defense.
I think it has
though.
the highest point total on the week.
I
Yeah.
do- but I
go
think
the-
that's wrong.
I go the other way. I think the defenses show up in this
too.
one. I think I'd go Chris Carson,
I go Chris Carson.
but that's a tough one.
Fools on this one.
We'll see. We will find out.
Yeah, we can
That
put
was
a bet
one
on
of
that if
Hank's
you want.
prop. We should.
Yeah, let's do it.
Half PPR, flex spot, OBJ, DJ Moore, Melvin Gordon, or Singletary.
Half
Ooh.
PPR makes it tough.
Not-
I think I go OBJ.
I'm going more
Yeah, it's more. It's more. More's the play.
Even against that secondary?
against the Chargers
Yeah.
without Derwin James. I don't think
But
that secondary.
with everybody else, I don't know. I see it. I'm going OBJ
Without
by hair.
Melvin Ingram.
Go
Yeah. Well,
Russell
William
Gage
Jackson's
or
gonna-
Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Ooh, that's a good one, man.
Valdez Scantling.
Oh,
Valdez
man.
Scantling.
I think I'd go Gage.
I'm gonna say Gage on this too.
I'm going MVS for sure.
They got nothing else. They just gotta
Beautiful.
pass the ball all day, and Julio Jones is out.
MVS
I say Gage.
all day.
Like,
Thanks, Ryan.
I got Gage there too. I like that.
Cooper Kupp or Michael Gallup. Oh man.
Cup.
Yeah, it's Cup. It's Cup.
Yep.
I
I'm
don't
getting
like
in.
words.
I've
Go with
got
Cup.
takes ready to
I
go.
wanted
Let's
to
go.
be
Keep 'em coming.
contrarian, but I think Cooper Kupp has a favorable matchup
Kupp.
there.
I'm 0-2 in my fantasy league. Waller.
Waller. Yep.
No.
Wow, that
It's
was
a-
fast.
it's a Hersey.
Yes.
It's
I
a
mean, if you
Hersey.
see Waller, you say Waller.
Yeah,
That's where
this
I'm
is
at.
Waller.
I'm going Hurst
Yep.
on this too.
It's a Hurst.
I want anyone on the Falcons passing offense, man.
I want Waller.
No,
Chicago
no.
defense.
Bill Belichick's gonna shut down Waller. I'm telling you.
Chicago
Oh, yeah.
defense.
And then, of course, the important question here: do we ever look back on these picks and decide who is right the most? We will.
We will.
Absolutely.
I'll have to make a.
We
a
make
graphic for
bets,
this.
and then we.
and then nothing happens.
Yeah,
yeah.
bet shots on
commiserate on
these.
it.
I was
Let's
gonna say
go.
we have to have something at stake here, else it doesn't really.
I mean, it sounds like we're betting our first shot on Chris Carson to outscore CEH in this one. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Who's
It's
on
one of
whose
them.
side?
I got
Henry.
Chris
and I
Carson.
have Chris Carson. Guy has Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah.
All right.
Cooper Kupp, Robbie Anderson.
Last one right here.
I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp on
Yep.
this.
Cooper Kupp.
Oh, Cooper Cup all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, this might actually be
All right.
sort of a tough matchup for Robbie Anderson against Casey Hayward. So
That's why I was on Hank's sits.
That Charger secondary.
Okay.
All right. Big thank you to Guy for checking in with us and giving takes that might or may not result in shots later on. Of course, the DNVR Fantasy Podcast every Tuesday. These guys break it down. You can get your lineup set before the waiver wire hits.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
8 o'clock.
I can't
Now
blame.
that the Nuggets are done, actually at 8 o'clock, that will happen.
All
That's
right.
true.
Awesome. Well, now,
Did that get too serious?
too serious?
Yeah, that segment. Do
No.
we need to loosen it
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Time to horse around?
Might be
What
time
do
to
you say?
horse around a little
Let's
bit.
horse around,
Down the
guys.
horse around.
All right. You guys absolutely suck at this game.
Yeah, we do. I've been terrible.
You know what? I mean, the thing is to give us a bunch of historic Broncos questions with
No,
two guys
this
that
is
were
not.
born
You
yesterday.
No, this
always
is a
do
different
this.
game.
You've done this twice in a row.
Yep,
You suck
he
at
does.
that too.
I'm terrible at four quarters. Yeah, I'm bad.
You're
It's
bad at 4 quarters. You're also bad at 2 truths and a lie. I tried to
true.
make
Maybe
it.
you're really good.
That's true.
Don't put yourself down.
I'm not. I don't do anything. I just gather the stuff. All right. So 2 truths and a lie. It's a little different this week. I tried to make it a little easier for you guys.
Oh, wow.
So up until now, it's been quotes about food, right?
Uh-huh.
Today, it is names about food. 2 of these are real athletes. One of these is not a real athlete. You've got Dejon Thompson. This is a double one. Frank Rice. And option C, Chili Davis. Which
So-
one of these is not an actual athlete?
So can you tell us a sport? Can you tell us like which 2 sports they actually play in?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, it kind of does.
I'm going C.
C. He goes with C. Chili Davis, not a real athlete. Okay, and Henry.
Somebody's got to be named Frank Rice. So we're going.
What is it?
We're going. We're going.
related?
Dejon Thompson is not a real guy.
Again, they
was
both
Frank.
got it
Dude.
wrong.
How is there no athlete named Frank Rice? Those are 2 common names. There's got to be one. I'm gonna find one.
Was my second choice.
I'm finding a Frank Rice.
But Frank Rice being based off food, like he was named Frank Rice because of a
of-
food inspiration.
yeah, Rice.
Okay, there you
guys-
go. I mean, where do
Shots.
Chili Davis and Dejon Thompson play?
I believe they were both NBA draft picks at one point.
okay.
Wow.
Now,
All right.
Really?
now it's
Time
time
for
for
four quarters.
an even better game. The best
Wait,
game.
so do they have to take shots because of that?
Yeah, we
Yep.
should make them take shots.
No, we haven't done that so far.
Oh, we haven't.
Shots can't just be
How did I?
the repercussion.
How did I take 3?
No one,
last
no,
time?
hold
no.
on. No one can hear
Yeah.
Kale, so
Yeah, that
please
can't
explain
be the
what's happening.
repercussion.
Ryan.
It's-
Definitely. Okay, so let me just tell you how I do this real quick.
Okay, I need to move.
I
Really
find 2 real ones, and then I just make one up. That's normally what I do with the quotes, and that's exactly what I did this time.
There's a Frank Rice.
But there's only one person that has to take a shot this time,
You.
and it's me. Because there was, according to Kale, a real person named Frank Rice who played in the NFL.
Let's go.
Give me some
Let's
Fireball,
go.
Kale. They should pay for that. Okay. Wow, I cannot believe that. I can't believe I had to cross-check my
You
own
have to.
fake
You have
name.
to.
That's
Frank
huge.
Rice. There has to be somebody named Frank
That's
Rice.
huge.
That is.
Us winning on a reversed verdict is the most 2020 thing that's ever happened.
is.
That's
I cannot believe that. I mean, I guess I should have thought about this, but I was just making up a name. I thought it was even better because it was 2 foods.
I mean,
Frank's and Rice.
Said with
I didn't even get that Frank is a food.
all the love
Not
and
gonna lie.
respect in the world, this is what you get for prepping 15 minutes before we go.
Wow, that has nothing to
Get
do with
him.
that. I just, my brain,
You could have Googled Frank Rice.
I am so honest that I can't even
is
lie properly.
It's true.
I just don't even think that's true.
It's true.
Okay, well,
I
my
can't-
shot,
Oh, jeez. I lost my coin.
Wasn't me
you're
this time.
disqualified. Take a shot.
Oh, boy. 4 quarters. Really, I'm getting nervous about this poll verdict.
Oh, you should be.
I don't think so.
You guys can't check
The
it. No, you
people
have
let-
to.
No,
You can't check it.
I'm tweeting out
But
the
Allie
show
made it
again.
sound like
Mind
this was
your
a
own-
frantic situation, so I.
Mind your own business.
All right.
This guy.
Speaking of shots, our guy Tiz.
My guy.
is
Hold on, no one
a
can see it yet.
legend.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, we can see what's about to come, and I'm really excited for it.
yeah.
Jeez, man.
Soon you guys will see our guy Tiz.
No, now
wait.
they can see it.
Oh.
Yep, you can see it. That's it.
Ripping one.
Let's go, Tiz.
With the fight for Denver
Let's
shirt
go.
on. Big respect.
Like
Wow.
a legend.
He's like one of my 3 favorite people.
Hey, he's legendary.
He is a
I'll tell you
legend.
that
Anyone
much.
else going to take a shot with us? Come on, guys. It's 10:32. We're 30 minutes from kickoff.
Yeah, now it is like basically acceptable to take a shot.
Was it ever unacceptable?
Well,
All right.
The shots are coming.
The shot.
Cheers. I can't believe it happened. To Frank Rice and his legendary
Frank
career.
Rice. What position? Defensive
Frank
back.
Maybe.
Frank Rice went to
Defensive back.
CSU.
He went to
Oh.
CSU?
And the Broncos signed him.
He was a Bronco? My goodness.
Well, no wonder no one's ever heard of him.
According to Nighthawk,
triple
Wow.
shot.
she
I
even
believe.
had the article about
Ryan.
it. Broncos signed wide receiver Frank Rice.
Oh, my God. What year was this?
I can't
Wait, are there
tell.
multiple Frank Rices?
Yeah, multiple people are like, Frank Rice was an NFL player. Da, da, da.
Let's go.
You have to realize, like, I literally was like, I'm gonna get extra creative here by giving 2 food names.
Wow. The hubris of not being okay with just one pun really got you.
I know.
The double pun.
That's hilarious.
All right,
I-
let's
I
move
earned
on.
that shot.
You did.
Oh wait, is this the one that I took the shot out of? Okay, that's the one. I don't want to shoot my quarter into.
Yeah, sticky
no
quarter.
doubt.
Do you want to tell the people what's happening next?
Yes. So if you haven't watched yet, this is the best game on internet television. It is called 4 quarters because we have quarters, and there's 4 questions. And instead of buzzing in like normal, the way you buzz in when Allie asks this trivia question is to get your quarter in your glass.
Henry, move your glass a little closer to you.
What?
There you go. Because
Oh,
I
so
want
you can
the
see
people
it?
to be able to see it.
Oh.
Okay. You ready?
All right, are you guys ready for the 1st question?
Always, Allie.
What college was Shannon Sharp drafted from?
Oh, jeez. Savannah State.
I'm pretty sure Henry got it in there
Well,
first.
You got
Savannah State.
I
Was I
saw-
right?
I saw Henry.
I put the quarter in. He shouldn't have said it.
first.
But once the quarter goes in, you have license to say it out loud.
It clicked,
You
and
don't
then
just
he made
wait
his,
for
and
Allie
then
to say, "Go ahead."
Yes,
Henry.
Henry?
He's sleeping on the job.
Yeah,
I'm drinking on the job.
that's an
actually.
L. That's Andre for sure.
Okay. Andre gets what? I'm just telling you, Henry got it in first.
Well, congratulations, you hit the buzzer. You got to say something.
It took me like 2 seconds to gather my
The
thoughts.
sass. Okay.
Gather your thoughts. You need to buzz when you have the answer. This isn't gather your thoughts time.
I had gathered the thoughts, and then I had to shoot. Then you have to regather the thoughts.
Okay.
Wow.
My hands are a little cold. Is my shots off?
In what
Peyton
season
Manning
did
over
the
here.
Broncos have their first winning record in the National Football League?
That's a DQ. That's a DQ. He's got to take a shot.
Off the table already.
That's
First
you
season
can't
with a
just
winning record.
Make rules up. Could someone get my quarter so I can participate in the next
1973.
round? No, I know the answer.
You know the answer?
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Everyone
confused by
knows
the
the
answer
answer.
of this one.
It's not a year.
No.
In what year
answer?
did the Broncos have?
No, it said in what season?
The 73 season. I don't know. But I mean, what else could it be?
Okay, it says. I'm just gonna read the answer. This one. Okay, the question is, in what season did the Broncos have their first winning record in the National
77,
Football
78.
League? And the answer just says fourth.
No, that is so.
When did they were?
It says the
wrong.
Broncos'
That's
14th
wrong.
season in professional football and the
14th.
fourth after
Okay.
the AFL and NFL merged provided to be a winning one. They finished their fourth post-merger season 7-5-2 and second place in the
13
AFC.
losing
So
seasons.
is this your fault for not properly formatting this question?
I think that's a shot for Allie.
I literally read
Shot
the
for
question.
Allie.
Shot for Allie.
I
Shot,
literally
shot,
read the
shot,
question
shot.
word
Okay.
for word. So it's not about me formulating the question. It's about this website sucking at their job.
So
I mean, but didn't
Allie,
we
it's your
also
job
we,
to
we
screen
called
the
RK out on the
questions.
Frank Rice
Allie
thing. I
has,
feel
Yeah.
like
Allie has a shot coming. I have a shot coming because of my DQ, and I'm up 1-0 to these two losers. Let's go with the next question.
All right. Kale, go get us a shot. Tequila for me, please.
yeah, Gail.
Fireball for your boy.
Wait until the end of the segment because whoever loses here.
Yeah, we're going to have lots of bets to pay.
Okay, what backup quarterback to John Elway was the Broncos' offensive coordinator and quarterback coach from 1995? Yes.
Let's go.
Tied at 1.
What team did the Broncos defeat for their first ever playoff victory?
Playoff.
Ooh.
The Steelers.
Yes.
Oh, one's across the board.
Can you believe that? Just a team I thought would probably be in the playoffs.
73, right?
They always
Yeah,
play in the
73.
playoffs.
Okay, who is the tight end that won 2 Super Bowl rings with the Broncos?
Shannon Sharp.
Sharp.
Yes, Ryan.
Wait,
I got I got the answer off
I
first.
buzzed in first, and I said it quickly.
You guys buzzed in at the same
Yeah.
Did
time.
Video review.
Yeah, we don't have that.
Yes, we
We
do.
don't have that
technology.
technology.
Somebody-
I think Henry won, guys. I'm sorry, but Henry won. It's
No,
a
what are you
three-way
talking
tie,
about?
I'm afraid.
He would be
That's
winning.
a shame. 3-way tie.
What are
Everyone
you
has
saying?
1 point.
No,
No.
it
this
would. He would
be-
have 2. This is the deciding.
So does the
How would
take
he have
change?
2?
Because
he
I
just
just
got
got
the last
one.
Because
Right.
Mike, at Steelers.
How could you have given him Gary Kubiak, man?
You had Gary Coop.
What?
What?
I
guys
said
are
we
so-
both.
I just want to say, everyone watching, this is what it's like to work with these guys. Like this exact thing, just yelling, screaming, things being completely wrong.
I'm
Yeah.
glad Craig
Okay.
Morton wasn't an answer to a question this week.
I'm not. I love
For the
that guy.
historians.
That guy deserves more respect.
Go back and look at
Video
Okay.
review.
Yeah.
The comments are saying Henry got it.
Oh, how many
Let's
people
go.
have said that?
Let's
One.
go.
One person has said that. That is not the
Yes,
effing
that's all it
It
comment.
wasn't me either. You saw. I haven't been on my
That's all
phone.
it takes. All right, let's double down because this will really tear us all apart. Who won this GD survey? I am so ready.
No, okay, wait.
Oh,
are we
I'm
done?
That was only
Is
3
that-
quarters.
No,
Oh, wait, was
no.
that fourth
That was
quarter?
4 questions, guys.
One of the quarters was an alley loss.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you won 2.
No, he
one,
did not win
one.
2. I will not accept this
Wait,
verdict.
right. We had
Okay,
4
people are
questions.
saying
One
RK
didn't
got
have
it.
it. No,
Okay,
no,
let's
no,
do
no.
it again.
That's
Let's
just
do it again.
because
Hey,
he's
hey.
on their podcast.
Everyone stop. We had 3 questions that answered. We each had an answer. How would Henry be up 2-1?
Because I got the
we did a
Steelers.
5th question.
we did a
There's
5th
been
question.
fifth-
Got the Steelers.
Okay, I need you guys to stop yelling. Calm it down. Maybe it's because you're all a little drunk already, a little buzzed. I need you to stop yelling.
That's mean.
I asked
I'm
the
sober as
first
a bird.
question. That was wrong. That was on me. That's why I'm taking a shot. Then you guys were all tied with 1, and then Henry or RK. I don't know. People are freaking out saying a bunch of either other. So we're gonna do one more question to find out the winner.
Let's go.
I will also say we're going to go to the video review after this show is archived.
Yeah, let's
and
do that.
whoever you want to go, whoever.
Shots, an extra shot on that one too.
But what is it? Who got it? The coin in first, or who got the word
Coin in
off
first.
first?
Coin in first.
Yeah,
I say there's
coin.
both. You have to get both, or it's a wash.
Well, you said it first.
Answer until you get the coin.
But see, like I put it in and then
Tequila?
said.
Okay.
Wait, what was
It
that?
didn't look
What did I
like
say?
it.
I did,
Not
that wasn't
worried.
Steelers.
Shannon Sharp, but
Oh, I
he
said
spoke
Shannon
it
Sharp.
first, so it's really just going to
Can
come
you be a
down to the
doll and get
buzzer.
me some
Thanks.
wine?
Exactly. I buzzed in.
Never
You
speak
can't.
it first, but you can't speak until your quarter goes.
How long do you get on Jeopardy? Like
Oh,
I'm just not
we're
a quick
done.
moving
No,
person.
we're done.
We have a bonus
Okay,
question. Let's go.
We will talk about this off the show.
Yes, we will.
What's on the line here?
The winning this
Yeah.
round.
So do the other two have to take a shot based on whoever wins here?
That's not how we've done it.
That's how we're doing it now.
Shot count.
None of this is how we've
I'm
done
not
it.
letting you guys make
How we
up
did it is
rules
whoever buzzed in
on
first
the
got to
show.
answer.
No shot
What?
for this game.
Okay,
Stop.
all right,
Just
all right, all right.
answer the frickin' question.
I'm still taking
How
a
many
shot.
sacks did
Yeah, you
former?
are.
Yeah, you already have a shot
Yes.
to take. So
Oh.
Henry,
Well,
stop.
I'm taking 2.
How many sacks did former Bronco Kenny Walker have his rookie season?
4.
I would have.
Wrong.
That's a shot.
No, it's not, Ryan.
I'll take
would
it.
we know?
I agree, Ryan.
This is such a ridiculous question.
Yeah, because you guys are being ridiculous, so that's what you get.
5.
You can't
No.
go again.
You
Well, I
can't
made it
go
again. You guys need to make your
7.
shot.
10 and a half.
No. Way
Mr.
too high.
iPad here with the answer.
Try again.
Let's just do a new question.
Oh my God, I hate
It
We
you.
all
should
guessed.
just be between Ryan and Hank, too, as the tiebreaker.
Okay,
I've lost.
yes, 3 was correct.
Yeah, he Googled it.
No, he.
At your damn.
Oh, okay.
Okay, who was known as the Mouth on Denver's 1997 team?
How is this the answer again?
1977?
Yes.
Wait, 1977.
Carl
97.
Mecklenburg. He's not a talker.
1997.
97.
God.
Lyle Alzado. Was he on that team?
90.
Shannon Sharp.
Yes.
Not 7.
They're all Shannon Sharp
90.
questions. They're all Shannon Sharp questions. We should call this Shannon Sharp quarters, not
everyone-
4 quarters. My
People
everyone
goodness.
are
calm
writing
down.
on the Periscope
Everyone
that this is
calm
a
down.
train wreck because you guys are all screaming.
It is.
Do a
Yes.
better job
Going
producing the
crazy.
segment,
Yeah,
Allie.
it
We're
is.
just,
That's
you
right.
know.
That's right.
Y'all need to calm down.
Whose is this for?
So what, Ryan won?
You
in the
for
end?
messing up the question.
Oh.
Ryan.
Yeah.
I already
yeah, you
took
have
mine
2.
for that.
No, we're about to find out, I think, the quiz, right? So,
No, we have to take this shot first.
for what?
How did Andre end up with tequila? Do you want the? No, Andre wants Fireball.
I need
Henry
Fireball.
wants tequila.
Which one of those
Yeah.
is Fireball?
The right
Those
side.
2 are the same
The
thing.
right side is
They're the
cinnamon
same
flavored whiskey, unnamed.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
To our mistakes.
All right,
Cheers.
to our
Do I have to
mistakes.
take one?
It's like, you guys
I
are all
won.
cheating.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
jeez,
pour-
Henry.
That
Get
wasn't me.
outta here.
That mine's not even wet. That was Ryan's.
Nope. Never spilled in my life. Great. Gotta finish on a make.
All right.
Okay.
Mine was Fireball.
Our producer is taking her lime.
Who needs a line?
And
How did you
at
get a
some
lime? I didn't
point,
get a lime.
we will
My shot was
know
twice that size.
who has
Soft.
won
Because I asked
this
for it.
survey.
Oh, I didn't want my face.
Your mic is off.
No.
Yep, it's true.
That should be a shot, honestly.
No,
Yeah, it's another shot. Somebody get her a shot.
Yeah,
You
truly.
guys need to calm down. Okay.
We're not going to be able to finish
Okay,
the show.
we have now 17 minutes, actually, if we're being exact, until kickoff. That means the countdown has already
Oh,
begun.
no. We need to
Did I
reveal the weakest take
Oh, Jesus.
for another
shot.
tequila shot.
I've only asked for this reveal 5 times now.
Can we wait on this?
I mean, you're about to lose back-to-back
Why?
weeks.
Why do you want to wait on it?
Kale's complaining about having to walk back and forth from the bar.
Tough job, huh?
All right, what do we got here?
All right, I'm going.
Wait.
I'm going. Hold on.
Oh, my God. People
Oh, no.
misunderstood the question.
Where is it? Okay, you can see it.
They misunderstood the question.
They totally misunderstood the question. We
Who
lost.
had the
Henry.
weakest take? You guys had the weakest take. How did they misunderstand that?
There's no way that
Oh,
people
wait.
would have picked against
That's
the
the
Broncos in
Your
this poll.
trash Driscoll take was the weakest by far.
You know what?
Both
You know what
take
this
a
is?
shot. Let's
The
go
reason that's a weaker
now.
hot take is because it's going to happen. Because the Broncos are going to win. Because Jeff Driscoll is going to outduel Tom Brady.
We need to put
and so it isn't a hot take.
We need to put weakest in all caps and asterisks moving forward. I don't think people understood the question.
Allie, ignore
Well-
them. They're drunk right now.
Well,
Let's,
I sent Andre
I'm
and
drunk.
Ryan.
Ryan isn't.
I sent Andre and Ryan the question that I was the poll,
Very
and
well
that's
done.
what you guys said.
We're a little
so
busy.
I'm just
Very
letting
well
you know.
done. I gave my
asked for
input,
your
by the way.
approval, and you guys gave me your approval on it to post.
Very
and
well done.
so,
That is true. Nobody asked me, I will say.
Yeah. We don't need to ask.
That always happens.
I really, yeah. There's something very intellectually troubling about me even getting 43%.
I
Shut up. Derek.
have not eaten anything today,
Yeah.
and I'm feeling this. My face is like
Rightfully
tingling.
so.
It feels
Yeah.
great, honestly.
Yeah.
All right.
The Mile High hash after you take too many shots on this show is the most incredible thing in the world.
We've
No
got
doubt.
some people responding to just the
Yeah.
blank show
Okay.
that this is. Can I
great.
say? Can I say?
You can say
the
shit show.
show that this show is.
Wow.
I say that?
No other sports show like this.
This is like
It's
what is
definitely
that?
entertaining.
I don't want tequila.
I'll take it. No, never mind.
Oh my god. Things
Oh, I
are
do have
going
to take one?
downhill.
Oh, yeah, we both do.
Dude, you guys aligning for that was such a bad idea.
Nighthawk said, "Poor Allie, thank you."
Yeah. Poor Allie for getting the
We
question.
need to get Allie a card or something after this.
All right, what
A
do you
what?
say?
A
Keys,
card?
keys to the
Why?
game?
For
Should
dealing
we,
with
You know,
Oh, like a.
just like
should we keep
Here you
this
go,
going,
Allie.
or
Understand.
No, I
appreciate
think
you.
we should
What-
just
I
keep
don't know,
shooting
a
the
card.
shit, Andre.
should we talk Broncos or?
Nope. Ooh. Let's just keep drinking.
Okay.
Cheers, Henry.
Cheers, guys.
I'm just gonna say this on 10 minutes, guys. So
Oh, we're-
let's get this back
We too
together.
have watches. I know.
That was good.
that was your good
Yikes.
face. I
Yeah,
just want
but-
to say I just took that straight face like everybody said I couldn't while you did that, and I don't want anybody to not recognize what happened.
Congratulations.
Thank
Okay. Let's begin the countdown with a quick video from our guy Zach. He's got the magic number this week. Is it 100 rushing yards?
What's up, friends? Happy Tampa Bay versus Denver. Happy Broncos versus Tampa Brady today. Can't wait for the game this afternoon where the Broncos will welcome in Tom Brady to Denver, where he is a career 4-7 against 8 record. That magic number is 25, a quarter of 100, and that number is points. The Broncos need to hold Tom Brady under 25 points. If Brady has over 25 points, he's likely going to win and leave Denver with a 5-7 career record in Denver. And why it's 25 points is since 2018, Brady is 21-2 when he scores 25 or more points. When he's held under 25 points, he's mortal. He's 8-10. So he has a losing record when he's held under 25 points, and he's nearly unstoppable when he scores more than 25 points. And that holds up this year as well when he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In week 1, he scored 23 points, and they lost the game. In week 2, he put up 31 points, and the Bucs won. So they're 1-1. The formula has held true even with a new team, and it's held true against the Broncos as well. In fact, in Denver, playing the Broncos, whether it was in Denver or in New England, Tom Brady is 7-0 against the Broncos when he scores 25 or more points, but he's 1-9 against the Broncos when he's held under 25 points, and that only win when they scored less than 25 points was against the great Trevor Siemian in 2016 when Denver put up only 3 points. So that's the number that needs to be the Broncos need to hold Tom Brady to this week is 25 points. If they can do that, they have a chance. They have a good chance. If they can't, the number that needs to be the Broncos need to hold Tom Brady to this week is 25 points. If they can do that, they have a chance. They have a good chance. If they can't, it's not likely to be good news for the Broncos as they search for the first win of the season. So Broncos, hold Tom Brady to under 25 points.
Wow, 100 rushing yards again. Who could have called it? No, so 25 points. Can the Broncos do it?
Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh,
It's going to be a
They-
real
they're
struggle
easy.
against
How
them.
many
doing it
points do you
easy.
think they're going to score? What's the team total?
That's what I'm trying to find out right now. But, it's just going to be hard. The Broncos' depth on defense is so limited. And Jeff Driscoll on offense, how much can he keep drives alive to keep the ball out of Brady's hands and keep that score for the Bucs under 25 points?
All right,
That's the
I've
real
got
question.
tequila takes for you.
Oh, wow.
Michael Ojemudia,
He's getting his
fantastic game today.
pick. He's getting his pick. He's getting his pick.
His second pick.
He's getting second. He should have
Actually,
two
he's
already.
third. He
Okay.
should have 3.
Exactly.
He should have 2.
Vegas has this set at 23.5 for the Bucs.
Wow.
Under.
Wow. It's hitting the under. The only thing that scares me about that team is the rushing game. That's it.
All right, Andre.
There's Broncos
since-
Tiz taking a shot like a legend.
More shots for Tiz.
More shots
What?
for Tiz.
I mean,
Wow.
What
Tis
a
a
Is he
great
going to be at
idea.
the bar later?
Hanging
I hope
out
he's
with
coming to the bar
us.
later.
We're
I
not.
know.
We're not worthy, Frank.
Yeah, we really aren't. What a legend. Okay.
Hank definitely isn't.
Andre, since
Yeah.
you're the big smart guy here who thinks the Bucks are going to score 40 points, why don't you tell us what
say
you think
that.
are the keys to the game?
Okay, well, pressuring Brady up the middle is really the only way that the Broncos can have any chance here. That is the top key of the game. The front three has to stop the run and set the tone up front. They're going to have to win on a consistent basis for the Broncos to have any chance. And, can Bradley Chubb, I'm not saying rookie level Bradley Chubb, but we need a couple plays as a pass rusher, and we need Bradley Chubb to be really effective, stopping the run out there on the edge. That's another key. And then it's going to really come down to, throwing the timing off of the Buccaneers offense. They haven't looked right with Tom Brady. You need to press him off on the line. You need to disguise coverages so Brady thinks he's looking at something pre-snap, and then actually looking at something else post-snap, and force Brady to hold onto the ball. Beyond the front three, we want some coverage sacks in this one. Are you following me?
Oh, yeah, I'm following.
Okay, good. And then on offense, the key is really, you can't count on Driscoll too much. Pat Shurmur needs to sit these young wide receivers down and say, look, if you guys can't get open, especially within the first 2-3 seconds of a route, we are done for. So you're going to have to move the guys around, KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy, Noah Fant. Pick and choose your matchups, and those guys need to get open immediately and give Driscoll an open target to hit and keep that Broncos offense on time and efficient. Be really interesting to see Noah Fant's ability to get open, not just against Devin White, but even against Levante David, one of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL. And then finally, stopping Shaq Barrett. We talked about this already. How do you stop Shaq? Yes, some disguises, quick hitters, screens, what have you. But the Broncos' run game with Melvin Gordon is really going to have to step up and play at a high level. That's how you're going to stop the Buccaneers' pass rush, and that's how you're going to stay alive on offense and extend drives. And those are the keys of the games.
Andre, I have a follow-up question for
Hold
you.
on. So people who've watched this show every week understand that during Andre's key to the game,
We play
Henry
breakdown
and
bingo.
Ryan are playing breakdown bingo. And then we just added this new rule this week that Ryan and Henry both have a question
How you
that they
doing,
can ask.
Doing good?
Were you touching me?
Yeah,
I couldn't
I was.
feel that.
Someone asked if
I'm
Henry needs a
concerned
hug
for you,
right
yes.
now. So, Ryan, you ask your question.
Yeah, ask me a leading question, Ryan. Do it. Please.
What would you say the Broncos offense needs to do to generate points?
As I said in my key matchups, I think the key is getting open.
Don't repeat
at the
yourself.
top of
You son of a...
red zone efficiency.
Okay.
Noah Fant. It's really going to come down to Noah Fant and feasting on those one-on-one matchups when they have those. There
Okay.
you go. Okay.
All right, Henry, your turn.
What would
Henry
what
looks
would-
so not right.
I really need
at all
the
the
mile high
glasses in
hash.
front of this
I
kid.
really need the mile high hash.
We have
I organized them. Don't mess with those. I put them in a pattern.
3 like this and then 2 more. You haven't taken 5 shots, though.
No.
One of these was quarters. Have you taken 4 shots?
I don't know. You guys should be counting. I'm the one drinking.
Henry, you're supposed to
Yeah,
keep
I
a
have a
tally on
question.
your
I
hand.
have a question to ask.
This is
Look,
not safe for work.
Nick here Henry
Dre.
looks like he needs a hug after every shot.
That's why I was
Sure.
patting him on the back, but he couldn't even feel that. Yikes.
I mean, it's the tequila.
Yeah,
But
I guess so. Fair
if
enough.
you had to come up with a way to name what is happening in the Buccaneers backfield, something that maybe every running back is inside of, what would you call what is happening there?
Like a split backfield where Leonard Fournette and
No.
Ronald Jones will need
I don't think that's
to,
what you would call it. I really don't think that's what you
backfield
would call
by
it.
committee.
No. We talked about it a lot. Remember when they signed Leonard Fournette?
Yeah.
No, all right, it's too leading. You're trying too hard to get him to say what you want him to say.
Oh, that's a
These were
shame.
breakdown bingo. He did say pass rush. I got that. You did say tackling.
Sure.
Tackling? I thought they had to be 2 words.
Establishing the
No.
run. I mean, I touched on that. Oh, clown car. Oh.
Yes, a clown car, Dre.
Oh,
That is
Henry,
what's
I'm-
happening with that
I'm
backfield.
so sorry.
That is a clown car.
Arm
So-
strength. I should have mentioned arm strength.
I think.
Yeah.
I think
You should
that,
have.
I think that means that
Yeah, the
Henry
Buccaneers
needs
front.
another shot.
Whoa. Is that what that means?
Can we order the mile high hash at the same time? I need both. Like,
did
I'm
you
going to need this
scooter
as soon
over
as
here?
we get off of here. What?
All
Did you
right, all
scooter
right.
over here?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
I
yeah.
drove.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
you will be scootering home,
That's
though.
problematic.
I will not be going home.
Maybe just an Uber.
I was going to go
okay,
home.
okay.
An Uber.
You guys, we have a Coach K coming in.
Whoa, Coach K is here with us?
Wow. Coach
That's
K.
lit.
Do you want to
Take your time.
Gentlemen,
Indeed.
great moments. No, I'm kidding.
You have an accent now? Coach K has an accent?
Especially if it was South African. That'd be incredible.
I
Petition for that. I petition
Stop it.
for that.
hurry up?
Fellas, they think you're dead in the water. All the injuries, everything that we have learned over the last few weeks, everyone thinks you're dead. Andre picked you to lose. RK picked you to lose. Zach picked you to lose. Mace picked you to lose. Henry's drunk.
Okay.
Everyone else thinks you're dead in the water. When Von Miller went down, they said they're dead. Jeremiah taught you that as a personal insult to you. Malik Reed, that is a personal insult to you. When Cortland Sutton went down, they said they're dead. Jerry Jeudy, that's a personal insult to you. Tim Patrick, that is a personal insult to you. Drew Lock went down. They said they're dead. Jeff Driscoll, that's a personal insult to you. AJ Boye went down. They said they're dead. Michael Ojemudia, that is a personal insult to you. And then Philip Lindsay went down. And they said they're dead. Melvin Gordon, that is a personal insult to you. Everyone in this country does not believe in you. And they are personally insulting every single one of you. So what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're going to fall to 0-3? You're going to make them right? Yeah. You fall to 0-3, you almost have no chance of making the playoffs. And then they're all right. You want them to be right? You want them to be right about you, Jeff Driscoll? You want them to be right about you, Jeremiah? You want them to be right about you, Jerry Jeudy? They're ready to bury you. But we got a shovel, boys. We got a shovel, and we're digging our asses out. And it starts today. We beat these Bucks. Tom Brady can't win in this city. We're going to beat them, and we're going to wake this whole country up. You beat them this week, and then you get the Jets on Thursday Night Football. In less than 1 week's time, we can reset this whole damn season. But it's up to you guys. It's up to you whether you want to be offended by these insults or whether you want to lay down and die and make them right. So tell me, boys, what's it going to be? Are they right or are they wrong? Go out there and kick their ass.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. Let's go.
It might also
Beautiful.
be kind of up to Tom Brady, but we can gloss over that.
All right, Broncos.
Broncos.
See. Do they cover the spread, Henry?
Do they cover the spread? My goodness. They
That's a yes.
win. Straight
Boom.
up. I couldn't think. Yeah.
Lock it in, guys. Thanks for riding with us. We will see you. Oh, Coach K,
Oh,
you're here.
Oh.
I'm not
No, that's not Coach
Oh.
K. That's
Oh,
Ryan.
that's
I
Ryan.
think my mic's muted. My mic's back.
Beautiful.
Thanks, everyone, who tuned in. We're drunk. Have a good day.
True.
Ready to run the brick wall. Antonio goes, please tell me I don't need another 6 shot.